Top 7 Google Ad landmines to avoid. Right, so we'll start from number 2 and I'll circle back and go to number 1 at the end of the video. It's because number 1, it can be a bit technical if you're new to this Google Ads. I would like you to get some quick and easy victories. So let's begin with number 2. And I'll share my screen. So for location, if you head on to set campaign settings and you click on location, and this is especially true if your business is, if you're running a local business. If you can't be serving customers from around the world, yeah, this is very, very important. I'll just give you an example. This account, it's a business which they are selling computers, and it's limited to Malaysia. They do not do any exporting. It's not their target audience. They're just serving a local market. So let's say if somebody is from United States or Canada and they search computers in Malaysia, there's almost no chance that this business is able to sell computers to United States or Canada. So what we don't want is somebody in United States typing computers in Malaysia and this ad appears, because that will just get you have to pay for clicks that is not going to result in any sales, and that's what I'm all about. I want you to get meaningful clicks. I want you to get visitors who there's a very good chance for you to do business with. So under the hood, if you do not pick anything, the location, if you do not click on this location options button, the original setting, they actually recommend this, and I don't know why they recommend it, but you know, it's not something you want to do. So by picking presence, I'm only targeting people who search for computers, people who search for the keywords, and they're in Malaysia. They're not in some other countries. Okay, so if you're serving a local market, this is very important. And this is point number 2. Let's jump to point number 3. Point number 3. This is kind of like a newcomer mistake where we use the homepage as an ad landing page. Now, you don't want to do this. I recommend you to be as specific as possible. So let's say you have, I'll just use a clothing example. Let's say somebody type in Google, red clothes. Okay, if they type red clothes, they want clothes that are red color. If you send them to your homepage, you're trying to appeal to everybody. So you're going to have red clothes, blue, green, yellow, black, white, different type of colors. So if somebody type in Google red clothes and you show them a bit of everything, it's not as convincing as, imagine if you land on a page and when you search red clothes, you see red shirts, red socks, red caps, red dress. That's a better match. So this is why you want to have different landing pages for different type of customers. And how can you pick your customers? You categorize your customers by the keywords they're entering. And this kind of involves how you structure your campaign. And this is a good question you can ask me during our one-on-one meeting. But for now, just avoid using your homepage as your landing page. Point number 4 is, I more or less touch on it when I'm covering point number 3, because they're very related. You would like to have different landing pages for different type of ads. I usually recommend when you're advertising on Google, try to identify 3 different groups of customers, 3 different target audience. Why 3? 3 is not too many, and it's not too little. I mean, it's a nice sweet spot for businesses that are not spending your whole day on Google Ads. Now, I understand you are probably not you're not spending that much time on Google Ads. If you're running an ad agency, a Google ad agency for other business, that's a different conversation. But by having three campaigns, three different type of target customers, three different landing pages, you're you're able to see which campaign is more profitable. You are able to compare and see, which is a better match for you. Ultimately, which is more profitable. Now, by having three different landing pages, you can have a specific landing page for a very specific target audience. Okay, if they type in Google men shirts, you want to show them on the landing page is all about men clothing. You don't want to show them dress or blouse, right? So that is point number 4. Uh, don't use the same landing page for all ads. I recommend 3. Okay, just start with 3 different landing pages. Mistake number 5, having a buy now as a call to action. Now, that's a little counterintuitive because the reason we are advertising is because we want more customers. Isn't that right? Well, not really. Now, this is a buyer pyramid. It basically means at a given time, there's only 3% of the people who are ready to make a buying decision. So, how do people make a buying decision? It's they have the right problem. Your solution, your product matches their problem, and it's the right time for them to buy. Now, it's very hard for us to gauge when is the right time for them to quote unquote pull the trigger. So instead, what do we recommend? It's since only 3% is ready to buy now, if on your landing page, the only decision they can make is, am I going to buy now? Am I going to buy later? If this is the only two decisions they're going to make, it's very hard to get more than 5% conversion rate, which means we are wasting our ad budget 90% of the time. In fact, like 95, 97% of the time. So that's not very ideal. Actually hurts just to mention it. So what other businesses have found out, what a lot of digital internet marketers found out, is instead of asking the website visitor to immediately make a commitment, it's best to show them what you can do. It's best to give them an example of how is it like working with you. So the most common the most common way this is implemented is in the education industry, where they'll give free ebooks, or they'll give them some knowledge. Hey, uh, you have a specific problem. Here are all the potential solutions. By offering this knowledge, by offering a sample of your expertise, you show the target audience, you show your website visitor, you are the right person, you are the right business, they should speak with you. So do not ask them to make a commitment, do not ask them to uh, buy immediately. Instead, give them something which is something they can say yes to more easily. And in exchange for their contact information, so your goal, instead of asking them to buy now, it should be to get their contact information, basically to generate a lead instead of asking for a sale. So in exchange for their contact information can be phone, it can be email. It doesn't always have to be email. All right. So just ask for a small commitment. Hey, don't need to pay me anything, but just give me a way to contact you. I'll give you something in return. So some e-commerce stores, they give discount coupons, they give a you know f- free shipping, they give uh, the first purchase is on us. They do something to encourage the visitor to make a small commitment. All right. And that is what you would want to do. Number six, not tracking conversions. Now, don't be overwhelmed with all of these numbers. Don't be intimidated. Um, this is just going to be a quick point. You want to track which ad is giving you the conversion, which ad is bringing the lead, which ad is bringing the sales. Now, you do not have to do this on your own because chances are business owners I worked with in the past, they do not implement this. Usually the tech person will do it. But just know this is important because you will want to know which ad is generating you this, is converting the sale. I'll just give a very easy to understand example. Let's say you're a business owner and you have 5 salesperson. When they make a sale, you always want to record who brought in the sale. Why is that important? It's because you want to reward, you want to credit the salesperson who is performing. And the salesperson who is not selling as much, okay, you can take the appropriate action. The same is true when we are running Google ads or Facebook ads. We want to track which ad campaign is bringing the sales, which is getting the results. Okay, so this is a quick one. Not tracking the results, it's very hard to identify what's working in your ad campaign and what isn't. Mistake number 7, not using retargeting. Does this sound familiar? You are checking out a specific product or service, you didn't make a purchase, or maybe you add some stuff into your shopping cart, but you didn't check out. Next thing you know, when you're browsing the internet, you're reading some articles, you're reading the news, or maybe you're watching a video on YouTube, and you see ads from the website. Okay, so that is retargeting ads. So why retargeting ads is being used? Because it is one of the most cost-effective way to follow up on website visitors who had not taken action. Because most website visitors do not make a purchase or do not register for the webinar or just do not convert on the first visit to a website. Okay, maybe they are searching it on their phone when they are driving or whatever the reason is. So retargeting is just a very good way to remind them, hey, just now you came to this website, just now you came to our website to check this out, but we didn't get a commitment from you. So hey, this is a quick reminder that you want to register for the ebook, or uh, maybe you can even say, hey, here's an additional discount coupon that you can take advantage of. And yeah, this is retargeting ads simplified. And number 1, keywords match type. Now I saved this for the last is because this can get a little geeky, but I think I thought of a way to make this easy to understand. Now, when somebody types Creed in the search and you are selling perfume, you want to make sure that when they type the word Creed, they are looking for the perfume, because Creed, the first time when I heard about it, is related to a rock band or is related to rock music instead of perfume. So if you are using the keyword Creed, you can't assume everybody is looking for perfume. And what that means is you might be showing your ads to people who are actually not looking for perfume, and you're going to waste your ad budget that way. Okay, so you want to be very, very specific, and Google have 3 match types. There's a broad match, phrase match, and exact match. Frankly, I don't like to use any of them. So use this instead. I'm not going to cover all of this, but I'll just show you. Let's say if I want to make sure that when somebody types Creed, they're looking for perfume instead of music. So this is what I do. In the keyword, okay, in the keyword, instead of using typing creed in the keyword or creed perfume, okay, you you will still get some people who are looking for creed music, and they will still click on your ad. To avoid that 100%, add the plus sign in front of the word creed and add the plus sign perfume. What this means is when somebody perform a search, the word creed and the word perfume must be in the search, or else please do not show my ad. And so this is my favorite way to organize the keywords. Now, this way I can be very, very specific on when I want my ad to be shown. And this gives you the most control. Okay, so you can always check out Google's answer about match type, but I find this way is much easier and less hassle for me to create the ads and keep track of everything. And that basically covers all 7 of the Google Ad landmines. Hope this is useful to you. Now, if you have any questions, just bring them to me, and I'm looking forward to see you in the review session.